With regard to the manpower regulation, labor unions wish to have local regulations that provide protection for workers and business actors as well as regulations that are participatory, aspirational, transparent and accountable. Following the coverage, workers who are members of the Garment and Leather Textile Workers Union, All Indonesian Workers Union, SPTSKSPSI, request that Sukabumi District have a regional regulation, Perda, on manpower. Head of SPTSKSPSI Sukabumi Regency, Mohammad Papan revealed that the May Day commemoration in the middle of the pandemic and Ramadan was delivered in an audience with the leaders of Sukabumi Regency. With regard to the manpower regulation, labor unions wish to have local regulations that provide protection for workers and business actors as well as regulations that are participatory, aspirational, transparent and accountable. Workers and business actors to work together to increase productivity, so that the economy could recover quickly. Following the coverage, Deputy Chairman of the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Cotton, for International Relations, Shinta Kemdani, said that the manufacturing industry sector that has recovered from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is, for example, the food and beverage industry. For TPT, the Secretary-General of the Indonesian Textile Association, API, Re Sultan Zeel said, the general utilization is probably already above 70%, some even higher. However, this does not apply to all sectors of the textile industry because of the wide variety, ranging from fibers, yarns, fabrics, weaving to garments. He said that the local garment utility that fulfills the need for sarongs is already 100%. Meanwhile, for garment that is export-oriented, it is overcapacity. From the results of communication with the management of PT Theodore Pan Garmento, it was claimed that the company was unable to pay the holiday allowance at once. The reason is that the company's cash flow is unstable. Following the coverage, West Java Deputy Governor Uruzhanul Ulum visited PT Theodore Pan Garmento in Cisayong District, Tasikmalaya Regency, Monday, May 3, 2021. His visit to the company was related to the problem of paying holiday allowances. UU admitted that he received information that PT Theodore Pan Garmento was unable to pay THR for its employees directly. He emphasized that if the company is still unable to pay the holiday allowance, the company will be subject to sanctions. According to him, sanctions against companies can be in the form of revocation of business licenses. Remember, big companies progress because there are employees. Therefore, don't ignore employees, said UO. Kasubag Administration Meters Dudi, Yudhil Chatham said, vocational education can be the answer to the needs of the industry in the future amid the rapid development of technology. Following the coverage, the Indonesian Vocational Academy is an event to explore a number of potential vocational students in the country. The second volume of the Indonesian Vocational Academy is also supported by the industrial world, DUDI. Namely PT Sri Rejeki Isman Tbk and leading local fashion designers. Kasubag Administration Meters Dudi, Yudhil Chatham said, vocational education can be the answer to the needs of the industry in the future amid the rapid development of technology. This is because the business world industry needs more and more competent, skilled human resources. Therefore, a strong synergy is needed between the vocational education institution with the business world and the industrial world, one of which is through the Indonesian Vocational Academy. This launch marks a new milestone in digitization, in line with the mission of encouraging consumers to shop wisely. Following the coverage, the textile fiber brand Tencel launched its first e-commerce platform, Tencel eShop. This online shopping platform is to bridge the gap between producers and end consumers by curating clothing to household textile products from Tencel fibers. Harold Weghorst, Vice President of Global Marketing and Branding at Lenzing. He said this e-commerce not only offers consumers a unique opportunity to find sustainable clothing and household textiles from various brands in one platform, but also allows consumers to learn about how the raw materials used in their products are produced. Lenzing said that his party would expand partnerships with various brands in order to increase the diversity of the number of products in e-commerce by the end of 2021. Was triggered by worker dissatisfaction after receiving an announcement from management that this month's salary was paid in installments twice. Following the coverage, thousands of workers of PT Pan Brothers Tbk, PBRX, at the Boyolali factory, Central Java, staged a demonstration. They expressed their dissatisfaction with the company's policy of paying salaries and holiday allowances in installments. One worker, who declined to be named, said that the demonstration occurred spontaneously. This was triggered by worker dissatisfaction after receiving an announcement from management that this month's salary was paid in installments twice. The demonstration was followed by all workers from all divisions. Head of BPS Keksu Haryanto said the textile and apparel industry experienced the deepest growth contraction, or -13.28%, because domestic and export demand was still not improving. Following the coverage, the Central Statistics Agency, BPS, today released economic growth for the first quarter of 2021, which still recorded contraction both annually and quarterly, namely -0.74% and -0.96%, respectively. Head of BPS Keksu Haryanto said the textile and apparel industry experienced the deepest growth contraction, or -13.28%, because domestic and export demand was still not improving. Meanwhile, when it was confirmed regarding the lowest contraction, the Secretary-General of the Indonesian Textile Association, API, Sultan Zil Rahman, said that his party was still analyzing the results. Private companies will bear all the costs of vaccination. This means, from procurement to injection, it is the responsibility of the company. Following the coverage, special staff of the Ministry of BUM, Arya Sinulinga, said that the industry that will be prioritized for conducting mutual cooperation vaccinations is labor-intensive. One of them is manufacturing and textiles. On the same occasion, Deputy Chairman of the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Shinta Wijaya said that companies in the red zone will also be prioritized to organize mutual cooperation vaccines. This is to anticipate the transmission of COVID-19. He stated that the number of companies that registered until the end of March 2021 had reached more than 17,000. The number of participants itself reached 8.6 million people. Sritex and Pan Brothers, the king of Indonesian textile exports, squeezed by debt. Following the coverage, first, PT Sri Rejeki Isman Tbk, SRIL, aka Sritex, which has accumulated debt and has been sued several times for postponement of debt payment obligations, PKPU. The global rating agency Fitch has lowered Sritex's rating from C to RD, restricted default. Second, Wednesday, 5/5, PT Pan Brothers Tbk, PBRX, was also demonstrated by the company's factory workers. This demonstration is the aftermath of the workers' dissatisfaction with the company's policy of paying the holiday allowance, DHR, in installments. Fitch Ratings also lowered Pan Brothers' long-term IDR rating to C from previously CC. Some other officers, both at the post and in the market, also used TOA to appeal to the public to fully understand the implementation of the health protocol. Following the coverage, efforts to monitor health protocols in the Tanah Abang market area and its surroundings are still being intensified at this time, after the massive crowd last weekend went viral on social media. The president-director of Perumda Pasar Jaya, Arif Nasruddin, revealed that since the opening of the Tanah Abang market yesterday morning, officers have set restrictions on visitors to a maximum of 50% of market capacity. The flow of entry and exit of the market is also regulated so as to unravel the build-up in the market.